If you were born Filipino and you're watching this from somewhere overseas, wondering if you can still own land back home, I've got good news for you, because that door, it was never actually closed. Welcome back to the channel. This is again VJ, a real estate agent here in Baguio City. This video is for the Balikbayans, the ones who have Filipino blood who are now citizens somewhere else. Because the law treats you completely different from a regular foreigner, people don't realize how much is actually open to them. If you have no Filipino blood at all, this isn't your video. I made a separate video for foreign buyers and I'll link it down the description below. But if home is in your blood, stay and watch this video. So everything here comes down to a single question. Do you want to reclaim your Philippine citizenship or not? So let me walk you through two paths. Path number one is if you were a natural-born Filipino, you can reacquire your Philippine citizenship under the dual citizenship law. And the best part is you don't have to give up your other passport. You can actually hold both that passport and a Philippine passport. Once you do that, the land restrictions just vanish. You can buy, own, and register property with the exact same rights as any Filipino who never left the country. There are no size gaps, there are no condo-only rule, a house and lot, a commercial building, a lot up in the mountains, all of it in your own name. So, if you're planning to actually move back to the Philippines or buy something substantial here, this is usually the cleanest move. You're not working around any rule in the eyes of the law. You simply are Filipino again. Path number two is to stay abroad, still buy, but with limits. So maybe you're not ready to deal with the citizenship paperwork. That's fine. You can still buy land as a former Filipino. But there is a trade-off, and it's the size limits. So for residential use, you can buy up to 1,000 square meters in the city or 1 hectare out in a rural area. For business use, it goes up to 5,000 square meters on an urban area or 3 hectares on a rural area. A couple of rules though. You pick one, urban or rural. You cannot have both. You can hold up to 2 lots in different towns as long as the total stays within that limit. And you're expected to actually use the land for its purpose within a couple of years, not just sit on it. So if you're thinking of land banking, well, path number one is the only way for you. So for most people building a family home in the Philippines, 1,000 square meters is already plenty. So this path works perfectly well if you'd rather skip the citizenship process. Now, this next part is the one that genuinely matters for Balikbayan families, and so many people actually miss it. So those size limits that I mentioned before, they do not apply to land you inherit. If you inherit family land back home, you can receive it even if it's way bigger than those caps. Your bloodline is exactly what the Constitution protects here. So the ancestral property, the family lot, the land your parents or your grandparents left behind, you can actually keep it in the family, no matter what the passport you're carrying now. If this whole thing is really about holding on to something your family already owns, you are in a much stronger position than you probably think. So here's the bottom line. Having Filipino blood changes the whole game. You can reclaim full ownership rights through dual citizenship. You can buy within generous limits as a former Filipino, or you can just inherit a family land with no size cap at all. The door home was never really closed for you. You just had to know which way to push it. If that land is here in Baguio or you're thinking about moving back here in Baguio, you can reach out. My infos below. Helping people reconnect with home is honestly my favorite part of this job. Subscribe if this helped, and I'll see you in the next one.